The famous Palmetto State Armory Blemished lower. Just picked this up. I cannot find any real blemishes anywhere on it. Closest thing I can find to a blemish is just inside here on the magazine well. There's like a spot where you see a little bit of silver shining through. I've gotten another blemish. I've actually posted a video of another blemish I've gotten from Tactical Machining, and actually had a blemish right on the forward where the forward takedown pin goes. Obvious blemish if you know that you're looking for it. Not obvious unless someone points it out to you. But as for the Palmetto State blemish lower, that's it. I mean, there's some markings here and there, but that's just from me handling it, from the oil on my fingers and some frog lube that I had on my hands. And then there's a few marks here, but that's from me test fitting the Magpul grip on it. I can't for the life of me find any blemishes. It's a $50 lower, plus whatever your FFL is going to charge you to transfer it and the background check and all that. So where I went through was $25 for the background check and the transaction itself. So this came like to a grand total of $75. If you can get a sweeter deal from your FFL dealer, then you can get it even closer to the $50 that you're paying. Not to mention the shipping. I forgot about the shipping and handling. So I think it was like $960. So was that $75? So we're looking at $84 and change out the door. Not a bad deal. I did notice one thing when I first picked it up, that there was a piece of what, I don't know if it was some machining left behind, some flakes of metal were inside here. You could actually see them. I knocked those loose with a nail, just knocked it loose, and it doesn't seem to be in there anymore. I couldn't find it, but I imagine it's empty. I ran a pipe cleaner through there, didn't find anything. Just a few preliminary checks. It is a flared magazine well. Of course, this isn't really a true test of how the magazine will fit, but you can see it's pretty loose in there, so it should drop free. When you do put the magazine catch in there, you should be able to easily drop free. I have a sneaky suspicion that Palmetto State sells these as blemished when they're really not, simply because they're trying to explain to you, they don't want people to question, why is it only $50? There must be something wrong with it. And I don't think there really is anything wrong with it. I mean, that is a blemish, but I think you're going to find that kind of blemish, you're going to find that on most lowers that aren't considered blemished. I think they just sell it as blemished so that you don't question the price. I don't imagine that it costs too much to manufacture these lowers. The forging process is pretty straightforward, and the machining process is pretty straightforward, especially when you're making hundreds, if not thousands of these. But I could be totally wrong. It might be that their quality standards are so high that that little spot there makes this a blemish lower. But I really can't find anything. I can't find anything wrong. Maybe once I start to assemble it with a lower parts kit, I might notice some stuff that I don't notice now. But for the life of me, I mean, maybe if I was to take it and compare it to a non-blemish lower, maybe I might notice something. Maybe it's the fact that there's some silver down inside here, but that's ridiculous. No one's ever going to see that once you put this together. And that's probably no way to really get in there and finish it down there. I don't know. There's no flashing. Everything's smooth. There's no rough edges. It's been machined quite nicely. I don't see any issues with it. This is the pictogram, bullet pictogram lower. They offered two. They offered this one and another one at the same price. It actually has a fire and a safe instead of the X through the bullet and the bullet. Which I guess, I actually think that's kind of cool. I like that. It's personal preference, of course. Well, I guess if you're considering, I mean, there's plenty of videos on YouTube of guys showing you their blemished AR-15 Palmetto State Armory lowers. and they're all saying the same thing I'm saying. They can't find anything wrong with them. So I don't know. It seems like you got to get, if you buy one of these, you're going to get a very solid, very clean lower. I wouldn't worry too much about it, but you will have to wait. You will have to wait a considerable amount of time. I placed my order on a Sunday afternoon. It did not ship until that Friday. So it was ordering on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday shipped. Got here pretty quick. Sat, of course, over the weekend at the UPS facility in South Carolina. But then once it started moving, it was here pretty quick. So it shipped Friday. I got it the following Tuesday. So you will have to wait a while. Just keep that in mind. I think it's pretty well known at this point that if you're going to buy anything from Palmetto State, the caveat for the low price is what seems like an eternity compared to other companies that you may purchase rifle parts or just any type of handgun accessories or rifle accessories. Most of those places ship within 1 or 2, maybe 3 days, but Palmetto State doesn't. That's just the way it is, and it can be a little frustrating. All right, once again, one more opinion added to the mountain of opinions about Palmetto State Blemished lower receivers. That's it.